Hey, Internet. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. Um, Today we're going to introduce you to the ghost that lives in my basement. Um, they may be the same ghost that lives in the car. I'm not sure. I haven't been officially introduced, but I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of preamble here, and I'll show you the video that I recorded last night, and then we'll do a little bit of a follow up because I haven't actually gone back to the arcade since recording the video last night. I won't talk too much about how things are connected right now, but on the follow up video at the end of this, I will add a little bit more about how things are connected and a current status update. So what happened was last night as I was walking from my office desk, which is where I am now, over to the restroom. On my way past, I just happened at the time to glance into the arcade, our little home arcade in our basement here, and I saw that some of the lights appeared to have been on and were just dimming. And I was on the way to the men's room, so I just continued on with that. But as I came back out, I stopped in the arcade and I looked and tried to see if, like, did I see a reflection from the lights off of the light from the outside, or was it a reflection of lights from other parts of the home? And as I just walked by, it looked like the button lights were illuminated, but then the light started to come on again. So I obviously grabbed my camera, and you're going to see the few minutes of video that happened as I went over to grab my camera after seeing the lights come on a couple of times on their own. Enjoy. See you at the end.
Hi, how's it going? Is that good? Well, we are very happy that you are here and lighting up our arcade. It's a wonderful treasure and a surprise. Can you light the buttons again? Can you light the buttons again? That was really neat. I'd love to see it again. Or can you turn on the arcade sign? Can you light that one? It's over there. Yeah, like that. That's neat. Can you do Tempest again? That's this one. Can you do that one again? Can you do this one again? Yeah. That was awesome. Hi. So, we have a visitor. I'm not sure what to make of it, but look at the lights on Tempest and Pac Man. Just kind of keep your eye on it. Can you make the lights go again? Can you make the Pac Man go again? That's the one over there.
Hey, so what did you think? Uh, Obviously, I don't know exactly how to explain what I saw. Um, I want to say that it was something to do with the power bar that was connected up to these two machines, and the power bar runs for these 5 units. Um, so as I left yesterday, just after recording the video that you just reviewed, I unplugged the circuit which has the power bars connected to it. So I haven't reconnected it yet. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the way that things are currently connected. Then we're going to plug the power bar back in again, and we'll see what happens. And you can see I've adjusted the light so that we have something a little bit easier to see by. But when we plug the unit back in again to see if the factor replicates, I'll set the light back to its normal stylish blue color. So I'm going to flip the camera around here. The button lights that came on and off were from this unit here, the Pac-Man, and this one over here, the Tempest. It may have been harder to see in the video with the blue light, but the video was taken from the perspective of this chair right here beside the record stand, and was taken from right here. So we're going to move in a little bit closer. Now, these are modded arcade one-ups for anyone who is familiar with the equipment. We'll talk a little bit about how these are connected. So these light up buttons on both the arcade machines are aftermarket. So these were not the original buttons that came with it. They are lit, obviously. They do have lights in them, but the lights come on when the power bar is activated. Now the power for the button lights comes from the same AC adapter. It's your typical brick style AC adapter that the main arcade machine runs on. So this is an AC in with an adapter that steps it down to, I assume, 12 volts, although I'm not positive. And on the output of the AC adapter, on the output of the brick, there's a splitter where one end of the splitter runs into the arcade machine as normal, and the other end of the splitter powers the buttons. So what that means is if the power bar is turned on, the brick is activated or energized, and then the lights will come on. However, the arcade machines themselves will not come on because they are toggled on and off with a physical switch. When the power bar is normally turned on, several lights will come on. The Atari light and the button light for Tempest, the button light for Pac-Man. There's also a base light on the Pac-Man. All three of those lights come on automatically when the power bar is energized. So the way we have things currently connected, we're going to show you right down here. There's the power bar, and I haven't touched it, so I'm not even certain if it's on or off right now. It looks like it is off. So this is the power bar that powers the arcade machines in the end. And you can see down below here, try and get the camera angle right, there's several power bricks. I'm not sure which of these power bricks powers on Pac-Man and which one is for Tempest, but it's going to be one of those
or two of those, there's going to be two of those bricks down there that are connected up to the power bar. The white AC wire at the top is the one that runs to the Pac-Man sign, and the small AC adapter on the top, I believe that one is for the Atari sign. So it looks like the power bar is still off. I didn't touch the power bar last night. After finishing the video that you watched, all I did basically was I disconnected right here. I unplugged this three-way extension or three-way adapter, which basically just turns the power angle so I can get the wires plugged in correctly. Plugs in here. We're just going to make some room here. Come down, reconnect. Okay. The power bar should now have power, and we're going to go ahead and power on the power bar. And we do, the several lights should come on. So you can see how much of a delay there was there from activating the power bar until the lights on the buttons activated. There was a couple of seconds, almost maybe even 1.5 to 2 seconds. And the lights are on now, everything's as normal. Power bar is on. Orange light is on, the green protected light is on. And this isn't a super cheapo power bar, although it's not a fantastic one. It's a Trip Light brand. It's kind of middle of the road, so it's like a $25 Trip Light. So we've gone ahead and obviously we've turned on the power bar, so we expect the button lights to be on. We're going to go ahead and set things back to the way they were yesterday. We'll get our blue light activated. And I'm not going to break video here. Gone ahead and disconnected the power, and you can see how the power dissipates as the AC adapter is drained, because the LEDs on the buttons are being activated by the same AC adapter that powers the arcade machine. So it's a fairly sizable piece. In other words, it takes them a little bit to energize, a second or so to energize when you first turn them on, and it takes a second or two for the energy to dissipate. So if we're seeing these lights flashing on and off, that means, and if it's coming from a natural electrical source, that means that somehow the AC adapter is receiving enough voltage or enough current to energize, but only enough to energize the buttons for a millisecond. I don't know how an AC adapter can do that. It was also interesting that there were times when the lights would flash simultaneously, and there were times when the lights would flash independently. Just to replicate the situation from last night, I will leave the arcade area at the back, and we'll move back to this chair again. The internet. It's been about 15 minutes Can't believe I was able to keep the camera reasonably still for that long, but during that 15-minute time, there was no effect of either arcade units having their buttons light up. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video, but a couple of the details I wanted to add. It's not like this is a regular thing. These button lights have never come on their own before that I'm aware of. And my office is literally around the corner. I walk by here frequently, and I even take my breaks in here from time to time. So I think that if these buttons were lighting up on their own on a regular basis, I would have seen it sooner than just yesterday. And now we're at, we're quite a ways in, and we haven't seen the effect replicate. And just as a reminder, this effect with the buttons lit that you saw earlier from last night was with the power bar off. If the power bar was on, that Atari light up there would have been turned on. But with the power bar off, I just can't understand how a rocker switch on a power bar could possibly leak enough current to energize those fairly sizable AC adapter power bricks enough to flash independently and then at the same time somehow two sets of lights on these buttons. I will be replacing the power bar that's down there, and when I do, I will take the power bar out to the bench outside, energize it directly to one of the circuits that's close to the outlets, and we'll take the power bar and hook it up to a voltmeter, and we'll see if we can detect any voltage coming off the power bar when the switch is off on any one of the sockets that are on it. If that looks like it's an interesting outcome, I will record it, and if it's interesting, I will post it online as well as a follow-up to this. Doesn't look like we're going to see those lights come back on again. Anyway, thanks for watching.